All right, let's start this thing. On my left, we have Edgars Skrivers. He's the former Karate Combat lightweight champion. I have to say, he was the most dominant champion in that division. And here we have Bruno Souza. He's the Karate Combat contender, and he's a lifetime student of Lyoto Machida, the legend that he is. Now, both these guys are here because they want to fight for the Karate Combat world title fight. It's very simple. He wants his title back, and you want to shoot yourself up right away to the top and get that belt. Now, this Saturday, October 29th, you guys are going to face each other at Karate Combat 36 in the main event, and only one of you can be the winner. Now, they're joining here me now today in the studio, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to see how and what do you think, who's going to win this fight that will set you up for the Karate Combat lightweight world title. So, Edgars, you just want your belt back, and you want to do it as fast as you can, and bada bing, bada boom, suddenly there, we have Mr. Souza here, and he said, no, wait. I want to fight him for the title because he knows that if he defeats you, and he does it in a great way, that will set him up for a title shot. But he kind of sees you as a stepping stone, and you don't seem that guy to me who sees himself as a stepping stone. So what do you have to say about that?
Of course, I think, first of all, it's a great matchup, because we are both one of the, if not the best karate fighters here in the Karate Combat, and definitely for sure #1 contenders in Karate Combat lightweight division. And it just makes sense. I got the offer from Karate Combat, and it was Bruno, and I accepted it. Simple as that.
You were not offended at all that he came in and right away asked for you?
No, it doesn't care. I don't look at these ranking things and everything. I know he's a great fighter and everything. He comes from many kind of organizations, have good experience, and I think that's what's gonna make the fight look good. It's just all about making exciting fights.
So you, Bruno, I mean, you've been training with Lyoto Machida since you were 4 years old. You're from Brazil. I mean, you fought in the LFA. You're the champion there. You're a UFC veteran. I mean, you know what to do under pressure. You train with high-level guys at the Machida Dojo, but now you come in and you go like, whoa, wait a minute. He fights one fight, and immediately you're going after the Bear Slayer, who's known as being one of the most dominant fighters in the lightweight division here at Karate Combat. Why do you think you're going to win this fight?
Well, I think now we got to start talking serious, huh?
It's coming. You got more tigers underneath.
Oh, definitely, yes. Well, asking you a question now. Skrivers is a guy that I always say that it's a guy that I was looking for before I signed, even before I even got the offer to fight Karate Combat, because I knew, as you said, he was one dominant champion. He was beating everybody up. And I was like, okay, if one day I go to Karate Combat, I want to fight that guy because I want to fight the best, right? If I'm signing to any organization, I want to be the champion. To be the champion, I have to fight the best. So he definitely is one guy that I asked it for because, as I said, if I beat him Saturday, I am the next contender, and I want that belt.
Okay, so how are you guys going to match up now? I mean, both different styles. I mean, Shotokan, both it says on your resume, but I know that you fight different. You're constantly pushing. You're picking your opponent out from apart from the outside. So what's the game plan going to be against a guy like Souza?
It's no secret how I fight, and I think he already knows how I fight, and his team also knows how I fight. And no matter what, I'm going to go there, put on the pressure, and we're going to see what happens.
But is that serious what you're going to do? Because you already said it. I mean, he knows how you're going to fight because then he can prepare for you. Is there something that we're going to see different this time?
Of course you can prepare and everything, but it's different. When you get in there with me, it's different.
Yeah, on tape everything looks very simple. But once somebody starts pushing you and constantly pressure, because that's going to come. You know it's going to come, and how are you going to deal with that?
No, definitely. He says that, but he don't fight only one way. We've been seeing him fighting different ways too. And of course, he had more success, I'd say, like fighting both ways. He can fight karate. He can fight also boxing, pressure, really good, you know. So we definitely working around everything, you know. Anything that he brings to the table, we are ready for it. In the other hand, he knows how I fight, and that's how it's gonna be, you know. Like I'm gonna pick you apart. I'm gonna be moving around, you know, and trying to knock you out.
And styles make fights, right? And we're already talked about it. I see you as the guy on the outside, the Lyoto Machida style, picking the opponent apart from the outside, and you constantly the phone booth. That's what I always say, you know, like Kyokushin style, coming in there and just terrorizing him. Is that really the game plan? I mean, am I saying it right now? Because that would be completely stupid if you think about it, right? Well, because then he knows. What are you going to do?
It's simple, everybody knows. But on the night, it's gonna be exciting. That's why you have to tune in and find for yourself.
Yes, because he's not the guy that's gonna slow down. I'm not the guy that's gonna slow down. So that's definitely the word for it. That's exciting. You know, like we're gonna come after each other, and then whoever got the most strikes win.
Wow, that's going to be very interesting to see. Now, let's take a look at your last fight. Let's talk about your last fight against Rocha. What went wrong there?
Well, I'm not the person who's gonna make excuses. You all saw what happened. I made a mistake and I paid for it. Whatever happened there, it was stoppage or this one, everything, early stoppage, maybe yes, maybe not. In the end, I made a mistake. I wasn't focused on that fight 100%. So I just came up with my conclusions with my team and everything, and we did our homework.
And you, Bruno, if you looked at that fight, of course you watched it, right?
Yeah.
Did you see the Achilles heel from the Bear Slayer?
With all respect, I don't think he fought his best fight. Like he tried to do the same thing that he did with Luis before, and that's probably what it would do too. But he got caught. Probably the first one that caught him maybe took him out. You know, like I don't expect him fighting like that against me at all. I watched that fight like maybe once or twice, but that's not the fight that I'm focusing on him. Like I know he can do way better than that.
Did you see anything that you can do as well that Rocha did to him?
Maybe yes, but like me and Luis Vito, we fight completely different. Like I don't have the power that he has of one punch and then an explosion, you know. So I think I have to find other ways. He's fighting guys for a while like that, you know, one punch and knockouts, danger guys, you know. But I'm not that guy, so I need to try to find a way on that game that I see him doing and in other fights too, and see what's matched for me. I gotta find a point on his game that my strength are at. You know, a weak point on him that my strength can grow.
Okay. And how about you always talking after the fight, you were going on like 30, 40%?
You cannot always give your 100% and everything. Yeah, you're trying to give your best, but sometimes the opponents are very good, and it's just impossible to give your best, the 100%. But in the meantime, in the same time, you can get the W anyways.
And you, what did you think when you heard him say that? Because needless to say, you've been watching all his fights, and afterwards when you hear him say, I just break him mentally by going 30, 40%, it's got to be kind of scary, right?
It's kind of, yes. But as we talk about 20, 30, 40% was not enough in his last fight. So I really hope to push him to 100%, you know, like because that's when you're going to have the best fight, right?
Yeah.
And as he said, he don't do excuses. So if he's doing 100%, there will be no excuses on it.
Now, since you watched all his fights, you made another statement. You said that you're going to bring him into deep waters. Now, this is not going to be a title fight yet, but it will be 5 rounds. So I'm guessing you're talking about the championship round, so to say, for the 5th round, you're going to bring him into deep water. But if you looked at footage from him, when did he get tired? He never gets tired.
No, he doesn't.
He's still pushing. So how are you going to accomplish that?
But I don't get tired either. I fight 5 fights for the LFA belt, you know, and all in the same pace. Actually, I think we both raise as the fight goes. So you can expect like a really explosive fight, like later rounds, you know, and probably someone's gonna get knocked out.
And you?
Exactly. It's gonna be an exciting fight. I have my gas tank filled up for 12 rounds, like whatever rounds do we need and everything. And I know that I have KO power as well.
And if it goes into deep waters, so to say, who's going to win the swimming lesson?
Of course, I think I have the better gas tank and everything. And I want to drown him. I want to just smash him. But it's not an easy process, and it's going to take round by round.
As the rounds go, we're going to hit, right? I'm going to hit, I'm going to land, I'm going to land, I'm going to land. As the 4th round is going to be there, it's going to be too much damage, and that's when it's going to be the knockout.
He's going to land, he's going to land, he's going to land. See that? That's what he's going to do. What are you going to do against that?
He can try, but it's not going to be that easy as he thinks.
Tiger and the
No, I
bear
didn't
fight.
say that it would be easier. I said that I would do it. That's different. We do mentalization before a fight. My mentalization also starts with a handshake and a knockout.
The eyes never lie, right? That's what they say. So what we're going to do is we're going to take an uncomfortable, so it's like a 15 seconds. Take the glasses off if you want. I want you guys to stare each other in the eyes and then just take everything in. And then we're going to talk about, when I say it, what you see in the other opponent's eyes. Start with the former champion. What do you see?
For me, always these stare downs, it's just a part of the show all the time, and you cannot base everything on just a stare down. When we're gonna get in the pit, we're gonna see who is the champion, who's the number one contender.
I do see a lot of respect, maybe more respect from his previous fight. But as it's just like he said, that's just a stare down. We don't have gloves on our hands. We cannot punch each other right now, you know. So everything can be different inside the pit, right? And as he said, we're gonna see who's the champion, who's the number one contender. That'll be me.
And I love Brazilians, so I don't have any problem with that. Just like Sakuraba loves Brazilians as well.
Oh,
You got me right there. You got me right there.
Respect
You got me right there.
Stop that stuff, guys.
We're trying. We're trying.
Okay, so last question then. So what's going to happen in a perfect world? If you have to script it, you know, I know both you guys don't want to do it in the first, second round. It's going to be, what will be the play?
Damage, like body shots, leg, head, all levels. Damage a lot, you know, and see what's gonna give it to me.
Okay, perfect world for you. How you
First
finish?
of all, good and exciting performance. That's the most important part. And it's gonna get even harder round by round. And in the end, you never know what's gonna happen. You never know. When I visualize my hand being raised.
You guys worked hard on the knees that are legal now. Was the last fight as well. This is the first time for you fighting with knees.
Finally. It was a long time for the knees.
Yeah, I think I made my point last time. I like knees. I can't wait for the elbows to come. So like, that's what it is, you know.
Well, I can't wait. I mean, Saturday night we're going to see it. I mean, these guys, they have way too much respect. We should have said something. We should have sent people to the room and tried to stir something. But no, but that's the great thing also about karate. You know, there is that respect. There is that mutual respect. And we saw that with karate combat here also at Summit weigh-ins. You know, these guys really didn't like each other, but still they shake their hand. They still bow to each other. So it's great. But for the people at home, don't believe that this quietness and this respect will keep going, because as soon as the bell goes, you're going to be ready. So check it out this Saturday, October 29th, Karate Combat number 36. Go to karate.com for all the information to see where you can watch it. And just remember, it's for free. So can't go wrong with free.